Yesterday we learned one of the most important and frequently asked Java interview question, how HashMap works internally. And whenever we search for data, HashMap directly jumps to the correct buckets. Sounds perfect, right? But then a question arises. Why do hash collisions occur? Let's understand with a simple example. Imagine an apartment has only 16 parking lots, but suddenly thousands of residents arrive. Can everyone get their own parking slots? Of course not. Sooner or later, multiple cars will have to share the same parking area. And HashMap faces a very similar problem. Internally, HashMap stores data into buckets. And initially, HashMap has only 16 buckets. Do you think every key will get its own buckets? Obviously not. At some point, multiple keys will end up sharing the same bucket. Let's see how. Suppose we store data into HashMap something like this. HashMap calculates the hash code of 101 and determines the bucket location. Let's assume this data lands into bucket 5. So internally, data will store in bucket 5 something like this. Everything looks good so far. Now we store another record into HashMap something like this. HashMap again calculates the bucket's location and surprisingly, this key also lands in bucket 5. So different keys, same bucket. And this situation is called a hash collision. Now you might think, wait, does HashMap overwrite Rahul's data means previous data? Of course not. HashMap is smarter than that. Instead of replacing the existing data, it stores both entries inside the same bucket. Something like this. But now a new problem starts. If more and more keys landing into the same bucket, the bucket becomes larger. And finding the data inside the bucket starts becoming slower. So how does Java solve this problem? When too many nodes accumulates inside a same bucket, HashMap converts that linked structure into red-black tree to improve the performance. We will understand that mystery in the next video. So remember this interview answer. Hash collision happens because HashMap has a limited number of buckets and multiple keys can get mapped to the same bucket location. That's called a hash collision. Please follow for more Java interview questions.